every time I hear the word faith, I want to ask, faith in what? What exactly are you talking about? And it does make very big claims. And I mentioned a couple of them earlier. My Christianity rests on certain things that I believe to be historical facts. The claim that Jesus existed, the claim that he lived and died and rose again, and then faith in trusting him. Now, again, I would want to say that that kind of faith in those things is only as valid as the evidence that stands behind it. And one of the things I've noticed over time is that confidence in many of the actual factualities has grown. I remember reading Bertrand Russell when I went to Cambridge, and he doubted whether Jesus ever existed. I don't know of an ancient historian in the world, really, a reputable one, whether they're atheists or not, who would doubt that. In fact, the number of things that ancient historians, whether agnostic, skeptic, atheist, or Christian, agree on is rising almost every day. Why? Because they've got evidence of these things. So yes, we've got to make a decision on the basis of evidence, but it's not simply evidence about the ancient past. Let me finally make the point, and it may not answer your questioner's question, but it brings in the personal dimension. You see, Christ made certain claims, and one of them was that if we trusted him and we faced in ourselves the mess we've made of our lives, and sadly sometimes the lives of others, he was prepared to give us forgiveness and peace. Now, those are very real, but they're in a sense, psychological and existential qualities. He said he would be prepared to give us new life and a new power to live and a new meaning. Now, I have personally experienced that, but perhaps much more importantly, I've watched that kind of response in people, many, many people over quite a long life, transform their lives. So the evidence is personal as a result of the commitment. Now you can ask, how certain is that kind of thing? Because you can give all kinds of psychological explanations, but when you see it happen again and again and again, the evidence mounts up. Let me try and explain to you where the difficulty lies. I've been married to the same girl for 53 years. I saw her my first day at university in 1962. I cannot prove to you mathematically that she loves me, but I think there's enough evidence of it for me to risk my life on it. You can't prove to me mathematically or give me absolute certainty that the Boeing that I'm going to get onto, say tomorrow, to fly to New York is going to get me there. But I'll have to risk my life on it. So that in life's experiences, although we can't have absoluteness and absolute certainty, we are constantly committing ourselves and indeed our lives to situations where there's no absolute certainty, but we take the risk because the evidence is strong enough, like having heart surgery or something like this.